Man, people really did hit that camera. Holy cow. It is out there hanging by a thread. Thanks.
Turn 2 Dryad. Holy cow.
He's like all the way down to 14, I think. 11. Oh my god. Yeah, because. Wow. Okay.
He really went turn 1, turn timber, right?
Yeah.
And then bounced it back to his hand and then shocked it in twice.
And then played another one that he also bolted in. I put him at 9 somehow.
And it's all worth it for a turn 3 Titan.
Turn 3 Titan that gains you 6 life.
Damo, wait for the Titan trigger to resolve.
Now he's just gonna get Valakuted twice.
Maybe.
Actually, it won't matter. He'll get the. But yeah, you definitely should wait. Because now this would have been a great chance for him to grab 2 Valakuts, which are like useless lands, or the haste lands. Try to give it haste, and then you kill
now
it.
Donnie knows to get.
Like.
Well, okay. I guess. No, this is right.
You think it's right?
Yeah, because if he just gets Valakuts, there's no window. They just go on the stack, right?
If you kill the Dryad, he wouldn't have the mountains to fulfill it. When a Valakut trigger resolves, you still have to have all the mountains in play.
I didn't know. Yeah, okay. I thought the deal 3 just went on the stack.
It technically does. Like, it doesn't go on the stack until you have enough mountains to trigger it. No, but when the ability resolves, you have to have the mountains. It says in the ability. Like, if you look up it right now.
Oh, okay.
Or like on the gather or whatever it says it. That's why it's so weird.
But here's Battlefield. Oh, if you control
at least 5 other mountains.
Okay, yeah.
So whenever you don't control them anymore, it just does nothing. Yeah. I know I didn't explain that in the best way, but
Valakut the Molten Pinnacle triggered ability has an intervening if clause. That means 1, the ability won't trigger at all unless at the time mountain enters under your control, you control 5 or more mountains other than that new one, and 2, the ability would do nothing if you control fewer than 5 mountains. So yeah, Damien should have let Donnie go search up Valakuts and then got rid of the Dryad. Oh, we got a prediction up. Who's gonna win? Lack of.
If the Cultivator Colossus has no lands to get value off of it. Eldomri's call. What is the grab, Mr. Demo? Looks like he's thinking about Risen Reef and Ice Fang Quantal. If you be able to take out the Cultivator Colossus, you needed it to. You know, obviously Solitude too. There was 2 Murktide decks last Friday. Jordan was on it, and Jonah was on it.
Oh yeah.
There were two Murktide decks last week. I was honestly surprised that we didn't have 4-color for the longest time. Oh, looks like we're going to wheel this again. Unless we want to pass for a Titan. Do you know Damien has a Solitude in hand? I'm not sure what his other card in hand is. I don't remember.
Did Damien gain life off lifelink?
Yeah, he's up to 25.
Okay. Someone mentioned it.
He was at 22 from earlier, I think. I don't know. I know he moved to die. I was just like,
Valakut, explore.
oh, you didn't get a Titan. You got a Dryad. Nice. And now I'm going to be able to hard cast these Solitudes. One more life break. That shocking requires 3, not 2. They were on stream in the first round, but he just blood mooned me twice, and I cried. Trust me, I know Murktide was here last week because I got the blunt of it.
I guess sometimes we forget to explain some interactions that might not be obvious to someone who they like don't know Modern, but Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle, which we just had it up on screen. A second, put it back up. But when it enters the battlefield, or sorry, when a mountain enters the battlefield, if you control 5 other mountains, you can have Valakut deal 3 damage to any target, and the card Dryad of the Elysian Grove makes it so that lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. So all of his lands count for mountains because they count for all basic land types. So it works really well with Valakut. You don't actually have to run nothing but mountains in your deck.
Yep. Indeed, you do not. So, for example, there, a good scenario of what we were talking about before is land entered. Valakut trigger goes on the stack because of Dryad. Targets Solitude. Damien then proceeds to Solitude the Dryad, making him not have the mountain requirement. Therefore, the damage does nothing.
Right.
By kill, I mean exile.
Yes.
And Donnie goes up more life. I think he's now at 18 because he's gained some and then he's lost some. But Taryn, you don't look happy to be here, man.
I'm just a little tired, but I'm chilling.
Do you think
Donnie's at 15? Oh, yes, 15.
Think it's time? There he is. He bought Dad. Yorion himself.
Oh, yeah.
Turn Timber. We're gonna try a skin. Gets a Dryad.
Gets 3 counters from turn timber.
Yep. Which is Dryad. It's gonna bite the bullet of a Solitude. The Damon's gonna flicker back with the Yorion. Play the noodle himself. So, gonna gain 5. Go all the way back up to 20. Saves you a decent hit, not. Sage is actually a really good hit because it can hit a Dryad. Because that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Hit him for 7. Suva, I believe it looked like he was copying the Valakut. He'll let us know here. Yeah. $29 to 13 from getting hit. It's like confirming Damien's asking. Yeah, okay. Good math. Baby's Fairy. Pretty good one. Wouldn't be surprised to see him hit him for 7 here. Play it to Fairy, bounces Solitude to his hand. Alright. Who's at 13? 7. Should be at 6. See if he makes the play. Well, he won't have another white, so it might actually. No, he does. I'm drawing. So he'll be able to flash it back in anyway on instep if he has nothing to do. Yep. It's just better to pick it up in case Donnie then proceeds to play it and then play a Primeval Titan. You just protect yourself, although your life total is so high at that point you can't really get one-shotted.
Wait, I'm confused. Edmed said why, and I'm confused what you're asking about.
Oh, why
E-Tron would dominate?
I would assume why the no ban FNM went bad. Attendance was not great. That's why.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get to tell people like, hey, no ban list FNM. So it's like cards that you probably don't have because you have no reason to have them, and then like go build a deck for this. Yeah, big guy, your messages are like a stream of disconnected thoughts, just kind of blinking in and out of consciousness. So it's a little hard to connect things together.
So we have a Summoner's Pact left for Donnie. What if I said no? It's looking up the predictions. Wrong life total. So another basic forest. I did see that Damien put the Magus of the Moon into, like, not into his hand, but I saw it in his deck when he was fetching before. Damien, forgetting that Grazer has reach.
And I think he was saying he could have gave his Ice Fang Death Touch.
Yeah.
Because he had the third Snowland.
Damien also played a chalice on 0.
Post combat Shameland. That's like not playing around Spell Pierce and then just playing your untapped set, like,
yeah,
land that would have let you play around it.
Well, because like a while you're like taught to like hit him before, like do the combat beforehand,
Right.
and then these are like situations where that kind of punishes you in a way.
Just concede. Don't show him that you messed it up.
Yeah, just pick him up. It's just like, be like, I'm not letting you know what happened. Risen Reef. I now have a new nightmare. Cool.
I mean, waiting for post combat to land drop just can kind of make sense when you're trying to conceal as much information as possible. Like, it might change your opponent's decision making on what they do based on if they think you're going to make a land drop or not. I mean, it definitely can. So. The shit out of his death touch.
What?
He said it concealed the shit out of his death touch.
Yo,
Yeah,
that is true.
He definitely faked Donnie out on whether he had another Snowland or not. I'll tell you that.
Yes, Donnie was for sure in the blender on that. Like. Oh god, here we go. Oh well, there's a dismember on it. I don't know where we're going. We're going up and down and around. Here comes 4 life. Here comes. Maybe? Did he just not do the life part? Yeah. Wait. Why did that go back up to 20? What just... Yeah, I hated
It
the
did
board.
that to me before. It kept resetting itself back to 20.
I dare you to reset one more time, board. See if I don't break you over my knee. Board's getting alphaed. I ain't doing this. There you go. Then finally needed Donnie to tell him that he gained life.
Yeah, I think they're talking about how Damien's missing the landfall trigger sometimes.
Play a land drop.
There we go.
Taryn, you might have to go out there and stop him.
What?
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't tell where we're at anymore. Because the reason why is that got ephemerated. Like, this is a new Omnath. Therefore, it's gained 4 life again. So, I don't know.
I'm assuming they got it figured out because they were just extensively talking about it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. They want to mess it up. They can mess it up. Just know that I said something. The only reason why I'm saying, like, I wasn't rushing out there and, like, it's whatever, because if he would have treated that as his second land drop and not fetch with it, technically Donnie would have taken 4 damage. But, he didn't.
Yeah, I believe if the Omnath would leave and come back, or a different Omnath would enter, it's a different instance. Oh, sorry. I was trying to read the rules. It actually doesn't mention that, I don't think, but re-shows how it works.
Also, would just go to the second mode? Am I trolling?
No, so like if you played an Omnath and you played a land and then it like left and re-entered the battlefield, it would start over.
Yeah. So that's what I was. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he played a land and made 4 mana. But, like, also Donnie didn't take damage at some point. So, like, I don't know. Listen, after watching 4-color, like, 3 rounds in a row, I couldn't care more. It makes my brain hurt. Huh. Donnie just picked him up.
Okay,
Because it was going to be 1, 2, 3, 7 damage, and then he's going to fetch and do the last bit of damage off the Omnath.